Hi and welcome to Vintage Doll Collector. Today I want to share with you a couple of paper doll craft items from the early 20th century. Back in those days, most people worked 6 days a week, so on Sunday they expected the kids to be quiet so they could relax. Paper dolls and craft activities were two ways kids could play without disturbing the grown-ups. Dennison was a Massachusetts company that manufactured all kinds of paper products, from boxes and mailing labels to poker chips to Halloween decorations. Crepe paper was a huge part of their business, and they promoted it for all kinds of craft and decorative projects. This very cool set originally came with jointed paper dolls in two sizes, 6 inches and 7.5 inches. My set is missing the dolls, but I found some on Etsy and the seller allowed me to use her photo. If you want to see her set, I'll leave a link in the description box. There are two girls with different color hair and stockings and a baby. They have rivet jointed arms and legs. The outfits are printed onto crepe paper. The company wasn't too careful about where they cut the roll, but it didn't matter as long as you got at least one intact example of each outfit. I suspect this set actually came with more than one sheet of outfits, because I've seen others that have a lot more. Here's a closer look at some of the outfits. They have really nice details. But the printing of the colors doesn't always line up quite right. You can see the blue bows are about 1/8 of an inch off from where they should be. There's a nice variety of outfits, and some of them have matching hats. Some of the dresses are the drop waist style. I like this gray outfit. Here are the ones that have been cut out. Now, along with the crepe paper sheet, the set also came with these forms cut out of a little bit sturdier paper. Pasting the outfits onto these foundations made them much less likely to tear. Here's a better look at the two different sizes of foundations. They're slit partway down the back so they'll fit over the doll's head. The foundations for the boots are separate pieces. The hat foundations are in two different shapes. They're also slit so they can sit on the doll's head. I only have one of these pink ones. I'm not quite sure what these are for. It looks like there's just one of each color in the photo, but each one is actually a stack of several. They're thinner than the foundations, more like tissue paper. So what the child would do is paste the crepe paper outfit to the front half of the foundation. Here's what it looks like on the back side. This little envelope is full of what they're calling buttons. A very pretty trimming. Actually, they're just tiny circles punched out of paper. I've got another whole envelope full too. A variety of decorative paper trims were also included. I don't know if you can tell in the photo, but the black and white strips are textured. There are strips of tiny stars or flowers in silver and gold metallic. This white paper strip is beautifully embossed to look like lace. And there's a big hank of colorful crepe paper streamers. This must have been a lot of fun to play with 100 years ago. Now here's another type of paper doll activity. This set was made by Samuel Gabriel Sons and Company of New York, and is dated 1928. Isn't it just adorable? The dolls are 11 inches tall, and their underwear, socks, and shoes are printed on. They're jointed at the shoulders and elbows with coils of fine wire. Here's what they look like on the back. This wavy hairstyle is called marcelled, and it was very fashionable in the 20s. Each outfit has a matching hat. This one is called Garden Frock, and it's on the cover of the booklet. These two are Play Frock and Party Frock. And here's School Frock and Morning Frock. And these are Sport Coat and Dress Coat. For closures on the dresses, they included these tiny brass pins. They were also used to hold some of the pieces together. This is the belt on the sport coat. On the other side, you can see that they're miniature versions of the paper fasteners we used to use back in the day. You push the pin through and then spread the two little arms to hold it in place. I have the original spools of thread, but there are probably other notions that were originally included that are missing from the set. A previous owner used brown paper to make patterns of some of the clothing pieces. Inside the booklet are the very simple instructions. There's also advertising for books published by the company and a color photo of each outfit. I'm missing two of the outfits, the purple afternoon frock and the blue tea frock. The back cover of the booklet shows that there were two other sets you could buy. Each one had one doll with outfits. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to be notified when I have new videos posted, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon. See you next time.